can you remember anything about liquids?
Well, for liquids, the molecules can move about, does not have a fixed position, and are close to each other. The molecules would move randomly and in different intensities and directions.
What about gases?
Gas molecules are spaced much further apart. The gas molecules also move about randomly, but faster and more energetic than liquid molecules.
Fantastic! You still remember.
It helps to pay attention in class. But teacher, how does Brownian motion work? I mean, we have all these randomly moving molecules everywhere in liquids and gases.
Alright, to make you visualize better, we will be taking the random movements of children in an enclosed playground as an example. Assume there is a room of 40 children moving about randomly, and there is a huge, heavy ball in the center. Let's say the children disregard the ball, run into it when it crosses their path, and they bounce off the ball after they collide. What do you think will happen to the path of the ball?
Well, it will get pushed around the room randomly, wouldn't it?
So, do you see the beauty in this? This is exactly what happens to the smoke particles in the liquid.
Oh, well, that makes sense now. The smoke particle is represented by the big and heavy ball, and the water molecules, which move around randomly, are represented by the randomly running kids.
Exactly. Similarly, the water molecules move about randomly and they collide with the larger smoke particle. The collision would transfer some of the kinetic energy the molecule has to the smoke particle, and thus it moves. Now imagine not just one, but many water molecules hitting the smoke particle randomly in random directions.